Hi, how's it going?
I'm doing pretty bad.
Pretty bad? You want to have a seat?
Sure.
So what brings you in today, Josh?
Well, I don't know. My mom sent me here, so I'm sure you know that already.
Yeah.
Because she was getting tired of me doing stuff, and I don't know.
What stuff were you doing?
I was trying to become in a gang. Then I was drinking and doing drugs a lot. I mean, I like doing it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to school or anything.
Right. So why would you think something like drinking and doing drugs would be a problem for your mom?
Probably because I'm underage. I don't know why she cares. My dad didn't. He
Yeah.
left.
Yeah. And so does your dad leaving bother you?
Not really. I don't like him. I hate him.
You hate him. How come you hate him?
Never around. He left.
You just
Probably when I
because
was
he's
like
never around?
2 or so. Why should I care about him if he doesn't care about me?
Right. That's very understandable to feel that way. So you mentioned getting into a gang. What did that do for you? Or what does that do for you?
It's a lot. I get money for doing it. Like
You know?
doing stuff with them. And selling drugs, getting all that. And I get money for it, so and probably more than my mom brings in, so I don't know why she cares.
Yeah. Well, what do you do with the money that you get?
I don't know. Go buy some other drugs, maybe some weed, smoke it,
Mm-hmm.
and then just buy whatever I want with the rest.
Yeah. So I know that your mom works a lot. Is that part of the reason why you're going out to gangs and stuff? Because there is no parent in your life, really?
Yeah. I mean, I have my siblings at home, but I don't really like to go home because
Right.
I don't want to deal with all that.
Yeah.
So,
So if you decide to join a gang, what do you think will happen to your other siblings?
I don't know.
Would you want them in a gang?
If they want to be, it's up to them. I mean, I care about my younger brother, but he doesn't know what I do, so as long as I don't tell him, it's probably got something better you can do.
So why wouldn't you tell your brother what you're doing?
I don't know, he doesn't need to know.
Why doesn't he need to know?
I don't want him to go down that path, I guess. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just like a lost soul, pretty much. I don't really care. He's still young. He's still got time to do stuff.
Yeah. Well, I know that because your mom asked you to come in today, that tells me that she cares a lot about you, and that she's very worried about you.
I don't know why.
Do you think maybe she works so much because your dad's gone, and that she needs to make sure you guys have a roof over your heads and food on the table?
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, what I do, I bring in more money than she does, so
Yeah. But is it safe?
so far it has been.
So far. But what would happen if you had to sell some drugs and you took it home because you were tired and figured I'll do it tomorrow? What would happen to your family?
Probably shot or something. Maybe.
Right. So I know that it brings in a lot, but my concern is that your family's safety is actually at risk, and yours.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you know.
It's just what comes with being in the game.
Right. But if you don't want your siblings going down that path, I don't see how putting them in danger is protecting them from not going down that path.
Because I try not to do stupid stuff like that. I just go do whatever they need me to do and done.
But what if you decide one day that you don't want to do it? What if you're tired and you just want to go rest and do your own thing?
Well, then I would do it. I mean, nobody can stop me.
But what do you think the consequences would be
I don't know.
if the gang said, hey, Josh, we need you to go sell these drugs, and you say, no, I don't want to today?
I don't know. Probably come after me or something, but I am. Many guys get out of games easy. I'm sure I could easy too.
Yeah, maybe. But my concern is that if and when you decide it's no longer what you want, that not just you are safe, but so are your siblings, and so is your mom.
Mm.
And what I know about gangs is that when somebody's in a gang, they will go after somebody's family, or their closest friends, or their girlfriend, or whatever, to make sure that you stay.
Yeah, well, I really got no friends or girlfriend. Friends that I have are in the gang, so
Who would you say is your best friend in the gang?
probably Mike. He's the one that got me into it.
Yeah. And would Mike, so if the gang turned on you, do you think Mike would stand up for you and protect you, or would he go with that?
Yeah. He's like my good friend, you know.
Mhm.
He'd definitely step up for me.
Have you been hurt, stabbed, or shot at yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Had you know anybody who has?
Yeah, a couple guys in the gang have been.
Anybody that you're friends with in the gang?
Probably one,
One.
but not really.
Okay.
And because our gang, I guess, you know, pretty big, so we just work in different areas of the city.
Yeah. And I can't understand why a gang would be enticing to a young man who's missing his dad. It provides friendships and relationships that you don't really have. It also provides a support system that your family isn't providing for you. And so I can see why you would want to go that direction. It's giving you things that you don't have outside of it. But I kind of want to know if you think there's another possibility for you.
Not really. I dropped out of high school, so I really don't want to go back there. I mean,
What made you drop out?
I don't know. I just hate learning stuff, stupid stuff. It's sometimes boring. I mean, kind of pointless to me. Sometimes I don't even feel like I'd ever use it.
What was the worst class you had to take?
Probably like math or something.
Yeah, math's rough for a lot of people.
Yeah, I never liked it. The other thing I hated was science.
Yeah. Was there a class that you enjoyed?
Probably like weight training or
Yeah.
something like that. So,
Do you get to weight train now that you're not at school anymore?
yeah, sometimes me and some guys will go to a club since we got money and we'll just buy like a membership or something, just work out there. But
I don't know though, because they don't often give memberships to people under the age of 18 without a parent.
like I said, my friend Mike's 19, so
He's 19.
he signs for me for waivers and stuff.
Has that gotten you into trouble yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. So I'm hearing a bit of inconsistencies though, is you tell me that this is good for you and that this is, you enjoy it, you're making money, you're having fun, you're doing what you want to do, but at the same time you have to lie to your family about what you're doing because you don't want them to go down that path. If this is so good, then why wouldn't it be okay for your family too?
Because I just, later on, it'll probably just be me doing it. I'll get enough money and leave home
Yeah.
and go out and do my own thing. It's kind of what I'm hoping to do.
Okay, and how would your younger siblings take that? Do you think that they'll think Josh is off doing his own thing, he's doing good, or do you think they'll feel like you left them just like your dad left them?
Probably feel like my dad left him, but then they know how I feel.
Yeah. Have you told them how you feel? Have you communicated that?
Not really, because I don't want them to be all down and stuff. I mean, I don't want to deal with it right now until
Yeah.
they're older.
Yeah.
Until they, yeah.
That makes sense to wait till they're older. So, when's the last time you slept at home?
Slept at home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I only go home when I feel like it,
Yeah.
but maybe like last week once.
Well, I mean, you're here today, and your mom is the one that sent you in, so that tells me there's still a relationship there.
Yeah, I come home and talk to her, but try not to mention what I do or anything.
Yeah. So,
Even though she probably already knows.
right,
She sent me here.
so I'm kind of wondering why you came.
She sent me here. I don't know why I need to be here.
I understand, and, you know, from what I'm hearing from you, if this isn't something that you want to do, why didn't you just blow it off? Because it's not like legally I can tell anybody if you were here or not.
It's because of my mom.
Right.
And if I go home and see her and stuff, she'd find out. So I just thought I'd get it over with.
Mhm. Well, you do know that you have to come back, right?
I'll come back until I'm done with this, and
Mhm.
I don't care.
But I'm hearing you say you don't care, and then I keep hearing you talk about your family in a sense that you want to protect them.
Well, like I said before, there's different parts of it. You got your family that you can take care of, and then you got a life where you can actually make stuff and do stuff with it.
Mhm.
And eventually I'll probably have to leave my family just to go do some stuff. So I don't want to be with them forever.
Oh, yeah,
I want to be out on my own doing stuff.
yeah. Do you feel like that's what your dad is doing?
Probably.
Just out living it up and having fun?
Yeah.
Has there been anybody in your life, an adult, that's been a good role model, or somebody that you could count on, or somebody that you felt you could trust?
Not really. Kind of stayed away from all those organizations and clubs and stuff.
How come?
Just never found them useful or anything. Always boring. When I go there, kids would be like, don't talk to me or anything.
Yeah.
So,
Well, did you try to talk to anybody?
a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't talk to you. Was that hurtful?
But I don't care. Like I said before, as long as I don't really care anymore.
Yeah. Okay, Josh, so we're towards the end of our session for today, and what I sense from you is a real desire to go out and do your own thing, which is great. It's great to have motivations. It's great to have a plan, or have at least some hopes and dreams of something for the future. But I also hear this really strong part of you that's really trying to protect your family. And I feel like what's happening is you don't know how to do that. And being, you know, you're a teenager, you're in high school, it's not your job to protect your family. It was your dad's, but your dad's gone. So I think what I want you to work on between now and our next session is maybe I want you to think of something, and you don't have to do anything yet, I just want you to be thinking about something that you can do for yourself that doesn't involve the gang, doesn't involve drugs and alcohol, but is still something that you enjoy doing, that is fun, that takes care of you. Maybe that's going to the gym by yourself and working out for a bit, or I don't know. You know what you're gonna do, and then next time we meet up, I want to hear about that. I want to hear about a healthy activity that you found that you could do. It doesn't have to involve anybody else. It could be all by yourself.
Well, I'll try.
Okay.
Thanks for meeting me there.
Mm-hmm.